Pregnant for the first time? Me too. Let's talk about it. Hello everyone, I'm Tiffany and I'm here to chat about my first pregnancy. Actually, not my first pregnancy, my husband and I's first pregnancy, because I couldn't have done this by myself. But yeah, I'm so excited. I want to talk about my symptoms and any other information that I can share, being that everything's new to me, and I would like to try to get into some information about things they don't tell you. But anyway, before we get started, I want to show you my little baby bump. So, can you see it? There it goes right there. 14 weeks. Not too big, I hope. Yeah. Not too big. I've heard that I am holding the baby well, or I'm carrying well, which is real great, because before I got pregnant, I already had a bulge, a stomach. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to gain too much weight in my first trimester, because the baby has a lot of room in there already to grow. So I'm so excited I did not actually gain a lot of weight, but I kind of like maintain my weight. So let's get into my little notes that I have here on my iPhone, because pregnancy brain, which is one of the symptoms I'm going to talk about, is really real. You forget almost everything. So I had to take notes on my phone about the things I wanted to discuss today. So anyway, let's jump in again. Let's try it again. Pregnancy symptom number one that I experienced was the emotional roller coaster. This took place around week 8, and it was very, very scary for me, because on one hand, I would be so excited, like so excited, and then the next minute, I would be so depressed. And the things that I was depressed about, or what made me depressed, was I started to feel like, am I going to be a good mother? Are we really ready for this? Of course we are ready for it, because God blessed us with a child, or a child on the way. So if we're not ready, he's going to get us ready. So that should have never been a concern for me. And then another thing is, I'm very selfish when it comes to my time and sleep. And I know one of the things that I'm going to have to give up are my time and my sleep. And then another thing is, what if it started raining? I'm sorry, I'm about to go off on a tangent. What if it started raining? Who's going to get wet? Me or the baby? Of course it's going to be me. And that's another thing. That car seat thing, and then raining and all that, that kind of like, I started thinking about little stupid stuff like that. So I would have my little moments when I was very, very upset and down. I wouldn't say upset, but a little concerned and down. But through much prayer, those emotions was gone within 2 weeks. And another thing that I kind of did to help with not feeling a little stress was, I need not to be here not doing nothing, because my mind started to run, and I started to get depressed thinking about all this stuff, like crazy stuff. So I kept myself busy, and like I said, with much prayer, those emotions kind of like went away. So moving on to, what is it? The second symptom was morning sickness, nausea. Oh my God. If it's one thing I do not like feeling sick, nor do I like throwing up. So I felt very nauseous throughout the first trimester, and it was like a nauseous feeling, like I don't drink anymore, because saving all that good stuff now. But when I used to drink, how you used to drink so much to the point that you had to throw up, but you really couldn't throw up. So you were just stuck feeling very nauseous, and there was nothing you can do about it. Yeah. During this pregnancy, it reminded me of that, and it really sucked. But what I did was I got on YouTube. Yes, YouTube is a good source for almost everything. And I heard about this organic morning wellness tea, and it really helped with whenever I felt queasy or nauseous. So this is the actual tea. You see the little cute mommy on the front? Yeah. This is the tea, and I would just make me a cup of tea whenever the nauseous feeling came on, and it actually helped. It took it away, you know. This tea was real good. And then another thing that I noticed or I heard from some girls on YouTube is that instead of taking your prenatal vitamins in the morning, take them at night before you go to bed, because prenatal vitamins actually do make you feel a little sick, especially if you're taking the pills versus the gummies. But since we're talking about prenatal vitamins, I might as well go ahead and show you what I'm taking now. And it's this. I guess I don't have to read it to you because you see it. And you can get this about anywhere. So I'm taking that right now. So let's move forward. What was another one? Oh, the most annoying symptom that I had was this nasty metal taste in my mouth. And it would happen anytime I would take the gummies, the prenatal gummies. It will leave this like nasty taste in my mouth. And then also, not only just from the gummies, it just happens like after I eat certain foods, or it would just come about anytime. So what I did was I got my little peppermints, and you have to excuse me because I need this now. My lemon to kind of like clean my palate. I don't know. It just works for me. And plus, I love lemon, so that's another thing. I'm sorry if I'm smacking. But that kind of like helps, but it's not too much you really can do about that taste. So I have a lot of food aversions. Before, I love a lot of potatoes. I love a lot of rice. I love Chipotle. But those things I no longer really care for. What else did I love? Oh, I love a lot of cakes and candies and chips, because I'm the type of girl that I must have cake and chips to eat with it, like in one setting. You know, that's salty with the sweet. That is no longer an issue for me, which is pretty much a good thing, because I start to figure out what the baby actually likes and wants. And the baby loves red apples and a lot of salads. So that is actually a good thing. But sometimes when people kind of like offer me cake, or if I see something that I used to like enjoy, I want it, but I really don't want it. Yeah. So, and another good thing about apples, let me find it in my notes, girls, because I'm jumping around. Let me see. Oh, here we go. I read that 2 to 3 apples a day can reduce the child risk of having childhood wheezing and asthma. That's kind of good, because I had asthma and I still have it, but it's not as bad. And then through my family, like my brother, my mother, my grandmother, they have asthma, and my nieces and nephews have asthma. So hopefully all these apples that I'm consuming or eating would help with that. I mean, I'm telling you, I eat about 2 apples a day at the very least, but at the most I will go through like 4 apples a day. It's like my snack that I have. Oh, so all the things we talked about, I had to take a break. I needed some water, and yeah, I needed a break. So I'm back, and I'm about to do a little recap real quick with myself. So we talked about morning sickness, the nasty metal taste that I experienced. We talked about the food aversions, and also we talked about my love for apples. So let's talk about one other love that I have, and this is only have two loves when it comes to foods and drinks. Um, is my love of Pepsi. Oh my God. I love me some Pepsi right now. And normally I'm more of a Fanta, pineapple, strawberry, or orange soda drinker. But for some reason, when I just open the top on a Pepsi bottle, my mouth just immediately just waters. It just waters because I know it's going to be good. And when I take that first couple sips, it's like heaven. I mean, it just tastes like so much better. And I understand why my grandmother, she loves Pepsi too. She must have one. I understand it, honey. Oh my gosh. It is the best. But my husband, he doesn't want me drinking Pepsi. He doesn't like that. But I had to explain to him that, look, brother, I can have 200 milligrams of caffeine within a day, okay? And one bottle, 20-ounce bottle, is no more than 70 milligrams. So I don't drink coffee. I don't drink no other sodas. I don't drink chocolate because chocolate has caffeine, and you can't drink it. But I don't drink it, nor do I eat chocolates right now. So I'm well under 200 milligrams. So if I want to indulge, that's the right word, right? Yeah, indulge in some Pepsi, I'm going to have my Pepsi. Give me what I want. Okay? And another pregnancy symptom that I'm experiencing, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned at the beginning, is pregnancy brain. It is real. It is so real. It's bad enough that I forget things all the time anyway, before I became pregnant. But I could be in the middle of a sentence and just say, what was I talking about again? It is real. So my doctor told me to keep a notebook. So I started keeping a notebook, about everything. It could be if I need to just go ahead and plan my day. If I have a busy day or things that I need to do, like for instance, this Saturday, I need to plan my day in my book because I may not get everything that I want to do or had in mind to do because I probably forget about it. The next symptom, cramping. Oh my gosh, I got kind of scared because at the beginning, your first trimester is your chances of having a miscarriage is very high or increased compared to your second trimester. So when I was experiencing cramping, I was like, what is going on? I'm not seeing any blood or anything like that, which was good. But my doctor told me it was because I wasn't drinking enough water. And no, it's not because I'm drinking a lot of Pepsi, because I have one Pepsi a day. One Pepsi a day, okay? So to help with that, I started to drink at least a half a gallon of water, but I tried to get to a gallon of water. All right? Now, this other symptom is very common, is running to the bathroom. And maybe I should have went before I started this video, but I didn't. But anyway, yeah, running to the bathroom. So what I do to try to help with that is I try not to drink anything after 7 p.m. on weeknights because I have to go to bed early because I have to go to work. And then on the weekends, I try not to drink anything after 9 p.m. And that seems to help, but I think this symptom is going to carry out throughout the whole pregnancy. So look forward to no sleep because you're going to get up a couple of times in the middle of the night to use the restroom. That's just what it is. Now, another thing or another symptom that is preventing me from really getting good rest at night is I'm having all these back aches and I'm constantly trying to find a great position to sleep, and normally I'm a back sleeper, but for some reason I don't sleep on my back anymore. And I'm not sure why I'm going like this, but yeah, I don't sleep on my back anymore. So I try to kind of like switch sides, but it doesn't work. And someone told me that go ahead and buy the pregnancy pillow, but my fear is if I buy the pregnancy pillow, I'm gonna get used to the pillow. So how is it gonna serve its purpose once I get real big, like 7, 8 months, you know? So I don't want to buy it too soon, but because I'm not getting any sleep and my body always aching, I may just have to go ahead and do it. I might have to go ahead and do that. Okay. Another symptom, which is one of the symptoms that which kind of like in my mind told me that I was pregnant, was swollen breast, sore breast. When I say so sore, it's ridiculous. It's like when I get up in the morning, like when I kind of like rise in the morning, they feel so heavy and it hurts. So what I have to do is I sleep with a sports bra on at night. And it helps a little bit versus sleeping with no bra. I guess I'm telling you too much. But it's better than sleeping without a bra. And I don't want to go into too many details, but I guess I have to be 100 with you. Oh, hold on. 100 with you. Yeah, my nipples were very swollen. But yeah, swollen breast and sore breast, swollen nipples. All right. Okay, so another symptom was acid reflux. I love spicy food. I've learned that the baby craves spicy food, but after I eat it, acid reflux and then heartburn. So it's like, do you go with what you want and you love to eat, or what you want to eat and suffer later? Or do you just kind of like avoid it because you don't want to be hurting later? So as I started getting closer to my second trimester, it was horrible. So I just kind of like cut out anything spicy or anything that may add just a tad bit of spice, like pepper, regular pepper. And I love my red peppers, jalapenos, and my hot sauce and sriracha, whatever, that red sauce. I love all that, but I had to cut it out. I had to kind of cut it out. And my doctor told me that I can take Tums to kind of like help with that. But I can't find my Tums. And then I've been so cheap that I have not went out and bought any. So until I buy some or find my Tums, I'm not going to eat any spicy foods. Sorry. It's so funny that I just belched, because the next symptom I want to talk about is gas. The gas is real. It's a funny symptom, but it's real. Like the burping and the actual passing gas is real. It's like before it was embarrassing. Now I'm to the point where I don't even care. Cause like for instance, when I'm at work, when that gas hit, who's gonna keep running to the restroom? You know, who's gonna keep running to the restroom every time that gas pocket hits you? I'm not doing that. So I try to get up and kind of like walk it off or something like that. But I also carry, like, I don't have it here, but is it Bath and Body Works? I get bad. Yeah, Bath and Body Works have like room spray. So if I can't just walk it off away from people, I kind of like spray the spray real quick and do what I gotta do. And when I'm home, my husband just has to kind of like deal with it. So poor him. Poor him. But my last symptom to discuss is last week which was week 13 for me. This is something odd. I really had to research it and see, like, am I the only one experiencing this? Because I never heard of this. But for some reason, I kept on hearing like a heartbeat or like a pulse sensation in my ear. And it was getting so annoying. It's like I could hear it over everything. And what I read was it's due to the extra blood flow that's going on in your body. And I'm not sure if that's true or not. So I'm going to check with my doctor to see what she says. I've never had high blood pressure, but I wanted to just tell her what's going on, because if it's high blood pressure all of a sudden, I need to know, honey, because I got to be healthy during this time. So that's my last pregnancy symptom, and I'm so excited about my journey and to share it with you guys. And if this is your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth pregnancy, you know, people love having kids nowadays. So if you want to talk about it, chat about it, please come back to my channel. Also comment in the box below. If you want to ask me any questions, we can do that. And peace out. Those have like a bow.